today with project share and a little bit of chit chat. I'm going to be talking about my crafty goals for the year of 2020. But anyways, let me show you a couple projects that I've been kind of sort of working on. As you see, I have some Christmas pudding in front of you. And I had started some of these maybe a week or two ago, right before the new year, and hadn't got the chance to put it up because I injured my back pretty bad. But anyways, let me just show you what I used to create this Christmas pudding. I'm not quite finished, but there goes that. I got that from Elizabeth Crafts, and I just made 3 different images there, as you can see. And then I also have been creating with my sweater die. Love that little sweater die. And these little whimsical characters. So this is from Elizabeth Craft, and I use this little guy here, and then on the other one I use that little guy there, as well as this sweater. And then to create the card, I got the stamp set, the stamp from Sweater Weather, and it's Cards TV Fall Fun. And I am also using this die in the inside of the card, as well as this die, and I don't remember which one I used, maybe the third one down, and that's going to be in the inside as well. And then I'm also using this die, and this is Stephanie Bernard. These are Gina Marie. And let me just show you this a little bit closer. I was inspired by Elizabeth Crafts, one of the design team members. They put this little guy on a sweater, and I thought it was adorable. So I did the same thing, made my card, of course, a little different, but I just really loved how that turned out. Colored them up with some colored pencils. The snowflake came from this same Sweater Weather die, or sweater die from Elizabeth's Crafts, and added a few enamel dots on there. And I just love the rib pattern that's around there. I just absolutely love that. And then that's how the inside looks. And then I also have this little guy here. I did just a little bit of shading around the little guy and colored his nose and that little tree. And it's pretty much the same. I wasn't for sure if I wanted to turn this into another card or to make it into a tag. So I just left it as it was, and then I'll package that up for next year. Now, on to my crafty goals for this year. I am going to try and turn my dining room into my craft space, considering I am not using it, and as of right now it is like a storage unit, a bunch of boxes of all of my crafty supplies, and I'm like, why don't I just take everything out and make it into my craft room? So that is going to be my plan. I am going to try and kind of donate some of my money, or my crafty money, to that space now for storage units and things. So not a lot of money, because I don't want to spend a whole lot. I'm gonna try and keep it like $100 or less. That's my goal, but we'll see. And then one of the other crafty goals that I'm going to be trying to do is to spend less money on crafting supplies, and I'm hearing that from so many different channels this year. But I am going to really try. I said last year I was going to try, and I did pretty good in comparison to what I had been doing. But this year I am really going to try not to spend as much money on craft supplies, because I have so many dies that I have not touched, and I'm just purchasing back to back to back and not using this stuff. It's got to stop. And so I am going to concentrate on using my stash. Paper packs, 6x6, oh my gosh, I have well over 100 of those things. And so I want to try and use some of those. Maybe I can go through 2 for the year. I mean, I just constantly buy and just don't use it. So we're going to try that. And then as well as I'm going to try and use more stamps. I have so many stamps, and you all probably only think I have Cards TV stamps, but I have tons of stamps that I don't use. And so I'm going to try and start concentrating on going through stamps, going through my stash, destashing or donating, getting rid of things that I don't use anymore, and then moving into that crafty space, hopefully within a month. We'll see, depending upon how my back does, because I do not want to throw that out again. So that's a couple of those items that I'm going to do. And then another thing that I'm going to try and do, I want to enter at least one swap this year, at least one. I'm still a little nervous about that, but we shall see. I don't know which one I'll enter. I do like Scrap the World's shaped tag swap. I just love those, and I love making tags, so maybe it might be that one towards the end of the year, I'm not sure. And then the other thing I want to try and do is to try and either do maybe more giveaways or just send out a rack to someone, just surprise them with a rack. So those are some of my crafty goals for this year. Not many, and who knows, there might be more in there. I thought about at one point doing a challenge, but we'll see how that goes. Not sure on that either, but we'll see. So those are my crafty goals for this year, and I hope you like what I've created. If so, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see something from my channel, or maybe something that I've done in the past, let me know down below, or what you want to see. Maybe I can try and do it, but we shall see. But hopefully this will be a prosperous year. And yeah, so give me a thumbs up, like I said, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, and that is all I have for you. Thanks so much. You all have a blessed and crafty day.